I thought I'd show you some of the high plains of New Mexico. It's actually January, and a lot of times these plains are covered in snow this time of year. But this year's extra kind of warm and dry. I don't know if you can see those mountain caps up there. Oh, let's see. I'm going to keep you pointed over there while I look ahead so I can see. Maybe you can see those little snowy caps out there. Usually those mountain peaks are completely covered, and these plains are often covered as well. But this year, just kind of a nice golden dry color, actually almost even with a green hue, which is unusual for these parts. But I am learning that you got to enjoy what you get. You know, I've often said you can pout and miss out, or you can get what you get and like it. And I think the weather is a perfect example of that. It's like, not that I don't think we ought to be mindful about our future and start planning for changes in our agriculture and energy and economic systems, because I definitely do. But I also think that it's not a time to, run around freaking out just because things are changing. It's a great time to enjoy what's enjoyable and to mitigate, the things that are hard to, that need mitigating, basically. And right now in New Mexico, the weather is uncommonly warm and dry, and even though that doesn't bode well potentially for the summer, unless we get a lot of rain, which we could, and it doesn't bode well for our evergreen populations that are used to, a certain number of chill hours or freeze time in the wintertime, nonetheless, it is really pleasant weather for doing stuff. You got to give it that, and it's, keeping our utility bills a little low. And I'm just trying to look at the bright side of it all. It's given me a fantastic Sunday today to drive up to Colorado in, with very little weather to worry about. No moisture on the road, no moisture in the sky. There might be some when I get up to Colorado and later in this week. And in fact, I wouldn't mind some, because I wouldn't mind getting out my snowboard. I'm going to show you back over here to the side. We got those mountain peaks and the last of these little rolling hills. We're about to start heading up toward Wagon Mound, which is kind of a big landmark of a mound in the middle of a plain. I guess that's why it was called that. If you were taking a wagon across these parts, you'd have a long haul to try to get to that wagon mound, maybe as a landmark or a place to meet. In any case, I like to imagine the times when these mountains, these plains, were traversed by wagon and horseback and buggy, and I like to imagine in the future when maybe people won't be driving themselves like I'm getting to drive myself. Maybe either I'll get to ride in a self-driving car or a train, or maybe we'll get to the transporter thing, or I think at least that self-driving cars and or trains are going to be more prevalent in our future. I could be wrong. I'm interested to see. What do you think? Tell me in the comment section. I'd love to hear, what do you think our future transportation is going to be like? And do you ever imagine our past kinds of transportation and think about how they compare to our present form of transportation and our potential future forms of communication? I think it's pretty cool to think about myself. And on that note, I don't see Wagon Mound up here, so I'm gonna sign back on what I do. And for now, I'm gonna wish you peace, prosperity, possibilities, and positivity.